moving on, we're going to talk about some business pop culture stuff.
Okay.
So this particular product, there is a product called the Curl Smiler. And it is a product that is done by a young lady out in Texas. And I believe it's a product that she does that's made to order. Okay. And she essentially had a little bit of issue with her business. And she did a sale. And unfortunately, she wasn't able to keep up with the demand. So people start going on social media, as they do, and start calling her fraud and things like that. And she really gave a very emotional plea on her Instagram. I can actually play a little bit of it. I won't play the whole thing because it is quite long. But in listening to it, you completely understand why this happened. At least I could.
This is the lady. She goes into it in the video.
Yes, she goes into it in the video. She definitely explains what she did wrong. She knows what she did wrong.
Yeah,
that's half the battle. The battle. She knows exactly what she did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And she talks about it. She's just real candid about it. So I'm going to pull up her Instagram page and we'll show part of the video that she made. She was, talking to her customers and, saying to them, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a fraud. I'm just not able to handle the demand of the product, of the orders that came in.
And I'm making this video because I'm not a fraud, y'all. I'm not a fraud. It just got out of control. Things just got out of my control. Things just got out of hand. And when you have a product, a hair product, any product that requires you make money, let me move. Because I'm parked in this area. I just parked here. But when you have a product and you have to make money to keep it sustained, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. I didn't know, but it's tough having a product that you have to have money to keep going. And sometimes you have a dream and you say, God, I have this dream. You put this vision on my mind. And then you're like, okay, God, I thought you were going to help me. And you realize that you also need money. And so, I'll park right here. And I'm making this video because, y'all, I'm not a fraud. I went on Twitter today, and I saw this girl. She had tagged me in a post, in a tweet, which makes sense. I mean, you're upset, you're mad because you didn't get your product. I understand that. But she said hashtag fucking fraud. And then she said hashtag fake ass something. And then fake ass. And then she tagged my product and she tagged my name. It hit me hard because I have never done anything like this. I've never taken people's money and not provided them what they were going to get. y'all know my customer service was top notch. I was answering your I mean, life can. When I saw that, I was like, I was like, do I address it? And so I commented back and I told her, I'll give you your money back. What's your name on the order? But just seeing hashtag fucking fraud and fake ass, like I don't even cuss like that, but I'm saying exactly what she put in the tweet. And so I said, I can't let something like this stay on my heart. And so I said, I'm going to go ahead and make it a video, and I'm going to address everything. Like, y'all, I thought I had it under control. My product started hard, hit hard in 2015. It was one of the best products out there, but I gave that $8 sale, and everything just went down for me. That $8 sale killed me. I don't want to say killed me because that's not like, and I'm not faking, y'all. Like, I'm serious. I don't cry like this. Like, this is not something I do. But because it's so painful how much I hurt so many people, 500 orders, y'all, have still not gone out. And these people have ordered in September. And they have not gone out. Do you know how much that hurts? And I was going to hold it in. I wasn't going to say nothing. But I said I can't. I may not have the product, and I may not have the money to give back to y'all, but I cannot just let this sit on my heart, because not only is it killing me on the inside, but I have to tell y'all, that $8 sale killed everything for me. I wasn't out here buying Birkin bags and YSLs. I wasn't out here spending money on frivolous stuff. I was buying ingredients with that money. I was paying for postage with that money. And everything just got out of hand. And it frustrates me so much because a lot of y'all were paying full price for the product. Like, seriously, y'all were paying full price. But I just wanted to give back in a way that I felt like, okay, the product's too high. People are saying stuff. And I tried so hard to stay at what it was really going to cost to keep the product going. But then a lot of y'all had such a problem with that. And so I was like, okay, let me go ahead and give it for $10. And I gave it for $10. And I said, let me go ahead and do it for $8. And then the $10 was already taking me out, y'all. The $10 was already taking me out. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm overspending on something. So I can give an $8 sale. Maybe I just need to cut my spending. But that $8 sale killed me. I should never did it. And so it got to the point where the postage was outweighing how much I was making. The ingredients was outweighing how much I was making. And it got to a point where I was up over my head and I had to take orders just to make money to mail orders. I had to take orders just to make money to mail orders, just to make money to buy ingredients, just to make money to get the orders that are already sitting out. So other people's money was paying for orders that was already sitting. And it just got so hard. I said, you know what? I'm not going to take any more orders. This is ridiculous. It's like I was putting out 200 orders and I had to take 200 more just to buy more ingredients. And it was all at the $8 sale. And it got to the point where I was like, I can't keep doing these people like this. I can't. Not only can I not keep doing y'all like this, but I can't keep doing this. And it would just keep growing and growing. I would knock out 200 orders, and I'd have to take more orders just to make more money so I can buy more ingredients and buy more stuff and just mail more orders and buy more postage. Because yes, you were paying for the product, you were paying for the postage, but because it was so low and at such a low cost, I wasn't making anything. I was only making enough to get orders out and to buy ingredients. I wasn't making anything. And it got so bad I stopped taking orders, and I got to the point where I was depleted. Absolutely depleted. And everything fell apart. Everything fell apart, y'all. And so, man, I had to, when I saw that tweet being called a fraud, I'm not a fraud. Things just got out of control. I wasn't out here spending your money on crazy stuff. It just got out of control, y'all. And I'm not a fraud. That is not who I am. I am not that person. I am not that person. I just didn't have my shit together. I just didn't have my shit together.
Computer, so we make sure we have the double screen. Okay. So we just got done seeing the video that was made by the Carl Smiler owner. I think, as you were saying, Nikki, she might do better not talking right now.
Yes. With something like this, putting out a official statement, this blah, 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 this happened. But her constant coming on and recording these heart-wrenching videos and stuff, and talking about the things that she's learned, I think it actually diminishes her as a business person. Just my personal, I feel for her, but at the end of the day, if I bought your product in September and it's January, I want my money back, period. I would have
already had my money back.
I know. It's it's September and, but yeah, at the end of the day, we all have to put on our big girl panties and just say, look, shoot, I had some bad luck at the end of last year, which put me in a similar situation to this girl. Not as much, but where I had a situation where I was late on orders. Oh my God, it was horrible. And it's a learning experience because you have to build up your systems to be able to handle certain things. But people do not give a crap about your personal life. They don't care what's going on. They don't care if, your husband left you, if this happened or that happened, if they're, they don't care. They just want their product. Because if we had to care about everybody's personal situation, we would be overwhelmed as individuals. And it's just, you always got to look at it from when you're a consumer, when you're on the other end. When I'm I treat my customers and I try to uphold standards so that if it was me buying, would I be pleased? And I'm an understanding person. I'm probably more understanding than most people when it comes to things. I've had stuff not arrive and I'll be like, hey, where is it? And they'll be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. And I'll give people chances because I'm a retailer too and I know things happen. But all this that she's doing, I think it diminishes her. I would never buy from her again, even if she got a better system, just because I'm just I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered with it. I assume there's already an assumption that you have a life and that crap happens in your life. I assume that about everybody. If
right.
Business though, I assume that you can do things a little bit better than other people because you decided to go into business. So, it's your responsibility to educate yourself on how to do X, Y, and Z. And that's the same standard I hold myself to.
Exactly. So as you say it like that, you saying it to yourself like this.
Yep.
I agree. I actually, because this happened, I actually start following her. I do watch a lot of YouTube videos for myself personally about natural hair. As you can tell, Tiffany is done with the creamy crack. Okay, I got my hair from the motherland. Okay, so I do tend to watch a lot of different videos about different products, which is very nice to watch these Instagram and YouTube influencers talk about products. Because then I don't have to waste the money. You know what I'm saying? Or if they say, okay, this is a product that's more for this type of hair versus that type of hair, I'm not saying that they're an officiant of that, but, so I do prefer to watch people that actually went to cosmetology school and has a know-how. And I do watch some of those people as well. So I was familiar with what the product was because I noticed a lot of influencers were demoing the product.
Okay.
Which means they probably got it for free or less to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So she had to pay for that, for them to talk about it on their channel.
Yes.
So obviously people liked the product because she's getting orders in.
Yeah.
Okay. But at this point, see, this is where you go from being a hobby to a business.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fact that she had to go in her kitchen and make a batch.
Yes.
You have to now start having the big girl conversations of, I need a co-packer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yes, you will have to give up your recipe, but you're dealing with another business that deals with everybody else's recipe. There are going to be things in place to make sure that they don't take it from you. And if they do, you just sue them. Get yourself an attorney, get all your ducks in a row, because when you're in business, you have to act like you are in business.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it's time to talk to a co-packer.
Mm-hmm.
And they have them in the United States. They have quite a few. Okay. She may be able to find a co-packer that's in her same state, and, you won't allow them to send their products out to customers until they get the recipe right. So you have to stay on the co-packer to make sure that it works the right way. You have your scientific testing and all that type of stuff.
Right.
I think when I wouldn't have done what she did, she talks about in her video, she did an $8 sale.
Okay.
That wasn't a good idea.
No.
So obviously she didn't have her numbers correct to know how much it cost her to, one, make the product and ship the product.
Right.
So, now luckily for her, she, if you follow her on Instagram, because she tells everything on there, there's, I don't know if it's an angel investor, but someone has come in to help her.
Okay.
With her business. So I don't know who it is at this time. They haven't, in a way, like, revealed themselves.
Okay.
So hopefully there's what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. They're talking about with her as well.
Yeah.
Because
yeah. I mean, the other thing I was just thinking of with what you were talking about is Carol's daughter started in her own kitchen, and she had such a demand. I mean, once she was on Oprah's, that her business skyrocketed.
Right.
But Oprah's Best Things. But and then she was able to translate that into selling it to, I think Revlon owns it now or something.
Mm-hmm.
One of the majors owns it. And she's probably a billionaire or millionaire, we'll say, off of that deal. But the thing is that not one thing have I seen negative about Carol's daughter from start to finish. Not one thing. Frankly, I didn't even know the person behind Carol's daughter.
Right.
Until she became till she sold off the business, honestly. Right. It was all about the brand and the products and the scents and what it did for you. Because they changed all the recipes.
Oh, of course.
Once Revlon took over. So some people say it doesn't even work the same as it did when she was doing it. But I didn't even know who she was until she became famous, until the brand took off. And I like that about it. Then it's like, oh, see the face behind Carol's daughter. And then you hear her story, how she was making the products in her kitchen, in her oven and stuff like that. It's too much about her. It's too much about her and less about the product. You can let's give a perfect example. Popeye's chicken sandwiches. Okay. They ran out across the nation. Popeyes is not on TV crying about we don't got enough chicken sandwiches, right?
They said sorry for your luck.
It's like, no, they put up a sign on the drive-through that says, "We are all out indefinitely."
We ain't got no more sandwiches.
We don't got any more sandwiches indefinitely. No, we'll have some more tomorrow. We'll have some more next week. Indefinitely, we don't have any more sandwiches because they sell other things. One and two, they used it as a marketing opportunity. This is the most publicity they've gotten. You know what I mean? In years, right?
And it was mostly free.
And mostly free. Mostly people making fun of them.
People either making fun of them, talking about how good the sandwiches were. And then when they brought the sandwiches back, they brought them back on a Sunday to compete with Chick-fil-A. Because Chick-fil-A isn't open on Sundays.
Right. Totally brought in another brand into the mix.
Right. Because then if you look at Twitter, all the other fast food places was like, well, our chicken sandwich is available.
Sandwiches. Right. Their current ones. Yeah.
Right. Wendy's got in it and was like, I don't know why everyone's talking about Wendy's has the best chicken sandwich and they're always available.
Yes. She needs to stop crying and she needs to start strutting. That's what she needs to do. Fill the orders as she gets the product in, whatever. We don't need to know all about this. I think all these posts.
That's what I would do.
I would because put it, I will see you in October or March.
Yeah, I mean, there's a thing about being transparent.
Yes.
And there's another thing of I know too much information.
I know too much information. Too much I just don't care about. I got my own problems. I don't.
Right. So you're telling me you made a whole bunch of money on orders and you can't fill them? What you do the money?
Sorry for you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I actually have actually now I have an example. There is a hair product that I use in my hair called Photogenic. Well, after one of the, I don't know, it was a tornado, tropical storms happened, it really messed up in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And apparently that was where some of their ingredients came from. So they sent out something. I got an email. They put it on Facebook. And they told us, they said, due to hurricane or tropical storm such and such, it has depleted us from getting our ingredients, which are from the Caribbean, over here to us. And they basically said, we have enough. They actually stopped the sales, which she could have learned from. They stopped the sales. And they said, we have enough to make, I think they said 1,000. And we are going to give everyone time to know that this is what we're going to do. And we're going to have a sale. And I believe they did 3 bottles only. You couldn't order more than 3 bottles.
Okay.
It went on sale like 8 a.m. or whatever. Sold out within an hour.
Oh, wow.
So if you didn't buy during that time, you're SOL. Yes. However, they were able to start getting their ingredients, but they did do not a video, but they explained their process that they look for a certain level of purity. Yeah. So it wasn't like we just gonna go online and order some palm oil or some this or some that. We make sure what we're getting is the real thing, that it's not synthetic. Yeah. Because we want it to be right. Yeah. I appreciated that. Yes. So when things got better and they were able to get all the ingredients, I bought some more and I wanted to see if there was a difference. There wasn't. Wasn't a difference at all. Yeah. And I'm not 100% sure how they do theirs. I know that the owner of Photogenic is actually an attorney and is a practicing attorney. Okay. So they have a regular, I guess I want to say 9-to-5 job, and this side hustle is turned into a nice business for them. Yeah. So I don't believe they're in the kitchen making it. I believe there is some type of manufacturing done professionally. But then again, they were transparent enough to say the storm happened. It's made it hard for us to get our ingredients. This is what's happening. Sorry. And then they basically gave everyone time to get their money up to order more bottles.
Right.
Because the bottles are like $70-some, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and because they normally have them like on a sale of $40 sometimes, but they're like, there will be no sale. It's going to be the price that it's going to be.
Yeah.
And I can understand all of that. I was okay. They didn't get on there and start crying.
Right.
So, there was a storm and we ain't got the ingredients. No, they didn't do that. They simply laid out, there was a storm. It's impacting our inventory, and that's really it.
Are they back in business though?
Oh yeah, they good.
Oh,
they
okay.
now. Oh, they good now. Yeah, it actually really. I think it only took a month.
Okay. So
That's really
them a little bit.
Yeah, I would say it was a month. I mean, I'm sure that the owner and the people that worked there were on their grind to find, they were transparent enough that they were saying they are looking at other sources, but they have a level of purity that they want to have, because they're not just going to buy some, like they gave the example, we're not just going to go to Walmart and buy some ingredients and throw them in there. We're not going to do that. We're going to make sure that the ingredients that we're buying, they have to be tested. But because they put that in there, I will buy from them because I feel more secure about what I'm putting in my hair now, because I know that they actually go through the process to make sure what's being put in that product is good.
Mm-hmm.
So I will always, they got a customer in me for life, because I appreciate that part of the honesty.
Right.
That part of the honesty, I appreciate it. The rest of it, what went down here, I would make a suggestion to her somewhere in these internets. It's time to take down some of these videos.
I agree.
Keep them for yourself for when you have one of them days, so you can know where you came from. And just, I would simply put a statement out that simply says something as, as previously stated, we have new management or new investor that is helping with the process. Mm-hmm. We will be in touch. And if you ordered and needs your refund, click here. If you are waiting on your product, we are working right now to get it sent out to you. Boom, bam, done. And then the people that have that, purchase, then you send them personal emails. And that's simply done. If you have your subscription thing, you just send them a personal email letting them know just a little bit more, because they paid you. So you give them a little bit more information than what you give on Instagram.
Yeah.
I
don't think we need to see her in that light. Like, I think she needs to clean it up a little bit and just say, you know what? I mean, because the thing is that the more information that she gives out, the more people are going to question her. So, like, for example, if she hasn't been filling orders on time since September, that's a long time to be out of whack. Just honestly, it's a long time. But maybe I should know that as your potential consumer, your potential next consumer. Like, maybe I should know. Oh, you had a fulfillment problem, and now you don't. It's like, or it's like a company statement. That's it. Then we move forward. I mean, it's So what this reminds me of, I don't know the lady, but what it reminds me of is somebody who is getting caught up in the chaos and the drama of it all, and you gotta stop it. You gotta put a stop to it. Yeah. So.
Well, I don't know who said this to me, but someone told me that you have to understand the line of business and personal.
Yes. Yeah.
And when you are a business owner, it's not personal. It's about business.
Yeah.
So you need to conduct yourself as a business owner.
Yeah.
Now, not saying that you can't cry, because Tiffany done shed many tears about things.
So is Nicole.
Well, thank you for watching Entreprenemommies. We'll see you again.